Hey, welcome to Tech Tip Tuesday, and this is technically a doubly. This is a tool tip and a tech tip. This is for masking. You body shop guys, you're masking paint jobs. We always want to be efficient, but we want to be accurate. The reason we mask a vehicle in the first place is to keep overspray from going on all the shiny stuff that we don't want paint to transfer onto. So a very common way of keeping overspray out of your door jambs in something like this hood to fender gap is to use masking paper and then just tape off the jamb. Yes, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you're doing this method, here's a better way to do it. What I'm doing is using a method that I call back taping. You can see that rolled edge there. Your overspray is going to go down in and just have a nice soft tapered edge on the inside of there. And what we would also do, we would pin the tails down because sometimes the turbulence of an air spray gun will cause this to flutter. So now on the top side, we'll do the same thing. We'll back tape. When we pull it down, we've got that nice rolled edge, that back taped edge, so where we don't end up with a hard line. We're still going to have some sanding repair to do, but it's not going to be a hard line with the shoulder. And again, we're going to tape down our flyaways. And then, when we close this panel, now we've got both sides taped. Of course, we would do the whole seam, but now we've got it back taped. We've got a rolled edge on each corner. That's a lot of work, times every gap in the vehicle. It's a lot of tape. Tape is expensive, and it's a lot of paper, and it's not a 100% air barrier. So we can still get some intrusion, some overspray through there. Here's a different way to do this. Now, I showed you guys this hack a while ago, and I'm going to put this here for all the wrong reasons. We're going to talk about that. I showed you guys a simple cardboard hack right here. So what I'm going to do with that, now I don't use this for painting, but I will use this technique for priming. This is a couple of videos back, actually. I think it was a short. But right there, the cardboard's nice and tight and firm. I've taped both sides, and my primer is not going to go through there. That's a nice way to do it. Is it 100% accurate? I don't know. Here's a different way to do it. We're going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to take it and tape to the inside of this edge, about half of the tape. Now take a tool, single edge razor blade, a paint paddle, and I'm going to run it down the inside to get the sticky part sticking to the inside of that hood gap. Now I take another piece of tape, and of course you can imagine, you can visualize that I'm going to do the whole gap here. I'm not just doing chunks. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. About half of the tape. This is 3/4 inch masking. Automotive masking, by the way, and it makes a difference. The blue tape, it's not designed for automotive solvents. Make sure you're using automotive masking tape when you're masking for automotive paint. So now we've got two stand-up edges. Now what I can do, I'm trying not to touch that panel. Now what I can do is roll that edge into the other piece of tape. And because it's not sticky to sticky, it doesn't stick that well. Now I'm going to roll the other side. And it is sticky to sticky, so it clings to it. And if I've done my work right, it's stuck to that inside edge. Now, this is standing up. That's fine, that's about like the cardboard. But if I want that nice rolled edge underneath there, I'm taking my razor blade tool, and because I'm sticky to sticky, now I can shove this down in the gap. You can see what's happening. You can see where I'm going with this, right? I want that back taped edge. I want that rolled edge. I can go here and I can see where it is. And I can go down in, and if I want 1/8 of an inch, I can go in here and I can control it, I can see it, I can shove it down where I need it to be. And because I've taped both sides of this seam, it is 100% overspray barrier right there. So that's a way to get them from the top with the panel closed. If you've taped up the whole vehicle and you forget one door and you close the door and dang it, your door handle's closed shut, this will get you out of trouble. Here's another reason that we want to do this. In late model vehicles, sometimes there's a rubber NVH seal or a wind seal or some sort of a noise barrier between the panels. If you have overspray on that, it's going to show. Typically, they're black rubber. If it's a light-colored car, this will keep you from having to strip the car door down and remove that, as well as it'll keep overspray from getting on those panels. So there's the masking hacks right there. Now, what I want to show you is this. This right here is not a good idea. This is not best practice in body shop in masking tape. Here's why. This roll of tape can be upwards of 10 bucks depending on what brand it is. Look at that edge. Now, I've not done a good job of keeping this tape in good shape, both edges, because it's loose. Whenever I set it down, it's picking up dirt, because guess what's on the side? It's adhesive. The same thing that's on the sticky part of the tape. It's adhesive. It's the way it's cut. So we want to keep that as clean as possible. Why? Well, because we can literally transfer contamination onto our painted surfaces if this tape is contaminated. So there's a better way to do this. I found out about this product from a good friend of mine, Collision Edge. Mr. Tim, this is the tape caddy. So if you look at this roll of tape, it's a brand new roll of tape, and it's going to stay that way. This is a magnetic stand. Even if I have to set it down on a panel, which is not a really good idea, it's going to sit there. It's never going to touch a flat surface. It's magnetic. So when I put it on the side, it's not going to fall on the dang floor. It's got a centering ring here, and it's designed to be used as a belt pack or a pocket pack. Like so. It's also got a magnetic caddy right here if you got to have a razor blade, which I mask with the razor blades. And it gives me a quick release. When I pull the tape out, it's like it's on a bearing, super nice release, and it keeps my masking tape from getting contaminated. This is on my hip when I'm masking a car. My tape never touches a workbench, it never touches the booth floor, it never has to fall off, even the booth wall. It's a better mousetrap. So thanks to Tim and Collision Edge Company for making these tape caddies. You can pick them up from Collision Edge. I'm not trying to sell anything. I don't get a commission. I want you to know about better ideas that I come across. So between the masking hack here with the cardboard, the masking hack here with the 2 pieces of 3/4 inch tape, or even back taping in a traditional conventional manner here, those 3 things are going to get you a better result with your tape projects. When you combine it with a cool tool and a better mousetrap like the tape caddy, to me that's a win. So happy Tuesday, Tool Tech, Tech Tips, Paintucation. We're here to help you. Thanks for watching this channel, and we'll see you on the next one.